Yay! Come hang out with me and I'll tell you all about the next 3 books that I plan on reading in the Read What You Own challenge. Yay! You made it! I've been waiting for you. Hello, my name is Floss. This is the Grape Jelly Library where we love to talk about books. I am so glad you could join me. I always look forward to your visit. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so what I have done is I've gone around the library and I've picked 3 books off the shelf. That's how I'm going to do it. But if they're a little heftier, then I might read just that one or possibly 2. But here are the 3 that I chose. Did I make a good choice? You bet your bippy I did. Let's talk about them. Okay, so the first book that I chose is Margaret Atwood. It's been a long time since I read Margaret. I chose Stone Mattress, 9 Wicked Tales. In 2025, I think I'm going to practice the art of reading short stories. I have dabbled in it in the past, but I think I'm going to make it more prominent in 2025. Just, because them short stories. How could you get bored with a short story? Because even if you don't like the story, you're able to get through it because there's not much, to it. And then you're off on another adventure. Yeah, I was trying to think, how do I want to say that? Okay, so Margaret Atwood, Stone Mattress, 9 Wicked Tales. Now, it's definitely a book that I own, and it's definitely a book that I need to read. I purchased this book April 26th, 2022. So that tells me this was a birthday book, because my birthday is April 24th. So I must have had some birthday loot and I chose this one. Let's find out about it. In this extraordinary collection, Margaret Atwood gives us 9 unforgettable tales that reveal the grotesque, delightfully wicked facets of humanity. Elfinland, the first of 3 loosely linked stories, introduces us to a fantasy writer who is guided through a stormy winter evening by the voice of her late husband. In the title story, a woman who has killed 4 husbands discovers an opportunity to exact vengeance on the first man who ever wronged her. Get it, girl! By turns thrilling, funny, and thought-provoking, Stone Mattress affirms Atwood as our greatest creator of the worlds and as an incisive chronicler of our darkest impulses. And by the way, I was just kidding. I don't want anybody to hurt anybody. But it does make for a good story, doesn't it? The next book, oh my goodness, I cannot tell you how much I want to read this book, because every time I come in the library and I go over into the corner, it stares at me. It calls my name. It's a cutie wootie cover and it's adorbs. I love it and I know I need to read it, and so it has called my name for the last time because we are getting this book read. The Secret Life of Cows, Rosamund Young. This is what it looks like. This is what they say. Within a day of receiving this book, I had consumed it. It is engrossing and informative, full of charming stories as it makes the case for regarding animals as differentiated individuals. An absorbing, moving, and compulsively readable addition to one's shelf of enlightened animal literature. Lydia Davis. She's the winner of the Man Booker International Prize. I love animals, and I especially love cows. Love them. So, did I write when I bought this? I did not. But guess what? I know I bought this book years ago. Years. In this affectionate, heartwarming chronicle, Rosamund Young distills a lifetime of organic farming wisdom, describing the surprising personalities of her cows and other animals. At her famous Kite's Nest farm in, are you kidding me, Worcestershire? I can do it. Worcestershire. Okay, Worcestershire, England. The cows, as well as sheep, hens, and pigs, all roam free. They make their own choices about rearing, grazing, and housing. Left to be themselves, the cows exhibit temperaments and interests as diverse as our own. Fat Hat prefers men to women. Chippy Mitten refuses to sleep with muddy legs and always reports to the barn for grooming before bed. Jake has a thing for sniffing the carbon monoxide fumes of the Land Rover exhaust pipe, and Jemima greets all humans with an angry shake of the head and is fiercely independent. An organic farmer for decades, Young has a genuine devotion to the well-being of animals. Most of us never apprehend the various inner lives animals possess, least of all those that we might eat. But Young has spent countless hours observing how these creatures love, play games, and form lifelong friendships. You know, I could already feel my heartstrings being tugged at with that one. I cannot wait to read that one. I think I'm going to read that one next. I'm not going to lie. I think I'm already in love. How about this one? I have no clue. When did I buy it? I don't know. I'm getting really bad at not writing in my books. Tisk Floss. Well, I don't know when I wrote it. Bought it. I'm not drinking. There's not wine in here. It's coffee. I do not know why I can't speak. Maybe because it's very early in the morning. But anyways, Cuyahoga, Pete Beattie. And you know what? Something's telling me I bought this maybe 2 years ago. You know, time flies, that kind of thing. I probably bought this in 2022 as well. So let's find out about it. Okay, let's see. Oh, and it looks like this. Okay, now that we have that established. A great big American bouncy castle of a book. Strange, exhilarating, hilarious, and alive, and every sentence so perfect. An absolute delight. Ben Laurie, author of Tales of Falling and Flying. Big Son is a spirit of the times being 1837. Behind his broad shoulders, shining hair, and church organ laugh, Big Son practically built Ohio City all by himself. The feats of this superhero have earned him wonder and whiskey toasts, but very little in the way of government dollars. And without money, Big cannot become an honest husband to his beloved Chloe, who might not want to be his honest wife. In pursuit of a steady wage, our hero hits the dirt streets of Ohio City and Cleveland, sister settlements fighting to become the first great metropolis of the West. Their rivalry reaches a boil over the building of a bridge across the, am I saying that right? Cuyahoga River. And Big stumbles right into the kettle. Narrating the ensuing misadventures is Medium's son, known as Mead, apprentice coffin maker, almanac author, and Big's little brother. His uncanny voice, at once plain-spoken and poetic, elevates folklore into a screwball origin myth for the Rust Belt. Cuyahoga takes on celebrity masculinity, terrorism, and climate change, all in one rollicking historical mock epic. Mixing dizzying humor and deep feelings, this astonishing debut turns the tall tale inside out. That sounds fantastic to me. I'm super excited about these 3 books that I have chosen. Super excited about this challenge and super excited that I'm getting to read the books that I brought into this house with anticipation of reading, and then time gets away from you, and then you don't end up reading those books. So now is my time to reel it in and get those books read. Whatever it is you're reading, I hope you are having a ball. Before we go, know I love you. Don't let those bad days win. And when you dream, make sure you're dreaming big.